what I'm doing right now is actually gonna rip off all the fuel line and the brake line of the R34zx. See, the fuel line are actually coming out on the right side, and that V845, as you can see, it's quite wide and big. As in the downpipe will actually go in the corner, really close to the firewall in the corner. It's really a tight spot, and I don't like having the fuel line really close to the downpipe. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna take all the fuel line and put it on the left side. Anyway, the VH45 fuel system, the exit go in the rear, but it's much better that it's going in the left side because I have nothing going there except the brake booster. So I'll probably put like the fuel pressure sensor and everything on the left side. So what I'm gonna do is take everything out and put it on the left side. There's already some holes on the chassis in way to screw the bracket mounts that holding the line, so it's gonna be really good. The other thing I will do also is removing all the brake line. 300zx have ABS system, and the two-seater, it's a little bit funny how it looks like, but anyway, it's in the rear seats, and there's a bunch of like hose also that go under. It's hard to see because it's dark, but yeah, it's quite a lot of line for the braking system because it's gonna be a competition drift car, so I really don't need the ABS system. And so to simplify everything, I will just delete everything and reroute the new brake line. Alright, so now we have the ICAS and the gas fuel unplugged, so I will swap it to the other side later. So the rest is to actually have to get all these line that go inside the chassis out, so I will just unplug everything and remove the rest. Okay. So I finished to unplug all the rear, so it should all get out. There we go. Alright. So now I have to figure out which one I need to keep. So it's gonna be those two. One. That's the upper one. This one is the brake, so I don't need it. Hopla. So I just received something really cool. I was really waiting for these because it's kind of like an important part of the engine build. Really happy to have received these parts because they're quite important for my project. So let's unveil the new stuff. More? What the hell? That's funny. Oh, so much paper. Thank you, Deatschwerks. This is my new sponsor. Deatschwerks, I think, is a well-known fuel system company. They offer many products for injection, surge tank, fuel cells, and everything related to fuel. And I always had good feedback on that product, so I'm really happy to have them supporting my project. So thanks for the sponsor, Deatschwerks. These are the injectors, fuel pump, and the surge tank. Why I go with the surge tank? Basically because even it's a pro drift car, I want to try to make it pass the inspection. So for that, you need the original tank. You cannot go with a fuel cell. So with the surge tank, it's going to be better because at least even if I have the original gas tank, I will avoid the fuel starvation with this, especially if you run low in the gas tank. So yeah, I'm really happy and I'm looking forward to try that product on my car, because in today's episode what we're gonna do, we're gonna work a little bit on the fuel system and the fuel line of the car. So starting it from here. Oh, actually, I might mistaken. What's this one? Okay, so we have one of the fuel pump right here. So I guess we have the second fuel pump right here. There we go. Yeah. So these are the fuel pump that will go in the surge tank and feed my engine. So it's the Deatschwerks DW250IL. I have two of these to feed the engine. And I will have right here. Here's the surge tank. So with this surge tank, I'll be able to run low on fuel on the main gas tank, and with this it will avoid fuel starvation, so it's really good. I'll get the two fuel pump next to it. It's good. And then so I also get the fuel regulator from Deatschwerks. With I will put a fuel pressure sensors electronic one to plug it to my computer, and these will be the fuel injectors. There we go. So I had to get a special order for these because VH45 to get like a top fuel rail conversion is a little bit difficult, and also I wanted to keep the original intake plenum, which is kind of like a problem if you want to convert top fuel because it doesn't have a lot of room under. So I checked with Deatschwerks and they managed to get me 1000cc side feed injectors. So with this, I will be able to keep the original fuel rails. Anyway, I talked to some VH guy, they're running like 1000 horsepower and keeping the original fuel rails, so I'm not worried about it. So I will go with the side feed. And so yeah, in today's episode, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna switch the injectors, check where I'm gonna mount these maybe later. One of the trick I saw some people do, it's using a hammer to knock the screws first. So it's helped them to unseize because sometimes they're really stuck. All right, all the caps are all off. Now I really hope they're not stuck like 300zx. They're often really hard to get out of there. So unfortunately, I don't have like an injector puller. So since these injectors are for the garbage, I'll just rip them off with like maybe vice grip. Let's try it. Oh, oh my God. I got one. Since they're going in the garbage, I don't care to damage it, but they're quite difficult to remove. It'll be a good idea actually that I invest into an injector puller. Just like have a lot of wiggle to do. The good smell of fuel. Little of rubbing. All right, so now everything is clean and it's time to install those beautiful injectors. So some people use Vaseline or a few different type of grease, but Deatschwerks provide the grease for the O-rings. Oh yeah, let's grease those O-ring, push it down, but with the grease, it's go by itself. I don't think there's any pinch. Little wiggle to be sure. Perfect. It's fit right in the hole. This one I don't feel is getting in naturally. Need a little bit of
Huck to and spit on that thing.
I'm always scared to pinch the O-ring because if you pinch them, then you end up with problems. You know, start having some fuel going everywhere, and you actually don't want that, so have to be careful when you install those injectors. One side done. Okay, so this is done. I have to remove also that fuel pressure, the original one. So for that, what I got this adapter that will allow me to cancel. These are like for almost all Nissan who are having that fuel regulator style. So you can just remove it easily, and then from there I will be able to plug Deatschwerks fuel regulator. This is the best tool ever to catch your boats. Don't a PT2 with the LED inside and a hook. And then also it's magnetic. So perfect to catch your little boats that falling. All right, so now. So as you can see right now, the fitting is installed. And then from there, I can actually choose what type of fitting I can install. So I have the regulator hose and then the AN fitting. So I will use the AN fitting because it's gonna be a AN hose style that go to the fuel regulator. The fuel regulator, they actually come with AN fitting, so it's gonna be more easy. Last thing I need to do is actually to put back the, the cap. I will have to also remove that fuel damper. Nissan have that, so I don't know if other cars have, but you have the fuel pressure and the fuel damper. So I will delete also this one. I will probably like put AN fitting here, like make a U shape, and the both hose will go on this side. Since the downpipe will go on this side, I remove it, the fuel line on this side, everything is gonna be on the right side. I think it's gonna be more safe and a better idea. These two are the fuel pump with the surge tank. So with this, like I said, it will be really good because since I switch the fuel line on the left side and I'm deleting all the brake line to reroute them better, I will probably mount this like maybe here. Can make a bracket in the corner, because there, if I'm not mistaken, it's the ABS pump is mounted there. So since it's gone, I will mount it there, and then the fuel line will go there, join this surge tank. And since I'm deleting all the brake line of the ABS system and reroute them like a non-ABS style, I will reuse this. I think it will be a good idea. I could actually just route the fuel line there and going under the car. Maybe it's gonna be more easy this way. So yeah, I'll figure out something for later. I'm not gonna mount it in this episode, the surge tank, since I'm not 100% sure, but this is pretty much what I'm gonna do. And then now that these original fuel and brake line and ICAS line are removed, I will convert it to fit on the left side. Well, actually the right side, I mean the GDM driver side. So yeah, that's gonna be the next step that we'll do later, because I want to do some work in the engine bay, so I'm not gonna do it right now. I still have to like play with the fuel line. So that's gonna complete for this episode. I'm really happy to get supported by Deatschwerks for this project. I think it's a solid company. There's many people driving with Deatschwerks, and I didn't heard any drama with them, so I believe it's a good product. I'm really happy that I got all the fuel system installed, and then I will work on this later because I gotta do some work in the engine bay. But yeah, I'll put the fuel line on the driver sides, and I will reroute everything, and I think this should be fine, because I have to also do a far roll eventually, because when I do the roll cage later, I have to do a far roll, because at the end I will install the radiator in the trunk. So I think for safety, that's the procedure. So probably if I mount it there behind, should be fine. So let me know your opinion and comment what you think. If you have any advice for me actually on how I should route my fuel system, or if there's some caution or stuff I should be careful to do on the car when I'm making all the fuel system, because actually it's the first time I'm making that big project. So if you have any advice, let me know in the comment, and until then, we'll see each other. Drive safely. Ciao.